Sharon Baptist Church was organized at Old Toll House in 1868. This is it. So we have come a long way. I stand on the shoulders of greatness. When people see me and they say, wow, you've accomplished so much, I said, we've accomplished so much. It's not me, it's nothing that I have done. This is all the Lord, first of all, but it's all the people who have poured into me through the years. I'm nothing without any of that. I want to be clear that we've never had a woman as Commonwealth's attorney, period, and is distinct from First African American. And I make that distinction because you think, wow, never even had a woman serve in this role. It has always been white men. There is a woman who sits in our courtroom and is a part of our custodial staff, and I was setting up for court Wednesday. And she said, Megan, I just don't know if you understand what you mean to the community. And I said, well, thank you. And she said, it just does my heart so good to see you come in here and you're the person who's in here calling the shots and doing things. And she said, I go home and I tell my granddaughter about you, I tell my grandson about you, and I tell them they can be anything. Don't let anything limit you. So growing up here, it's a very rural area. I'm a country girl at heart. We often joke that if you can drive on a back road, you can drive on any interstate. And I love that. I love being able to be versatile. Specifically with church, I don't remember a time when I was not in church. Learning about the Lord and seeing faith in action from other people is something that is very necessary for me.
That's perfect.
There's not one without the other. Especially when I'm going into major cases, I will take a pause and I'll just pray and say, Lord, your will be done. And that is what I carry with me no matter what I'm doing. And I have to in order to stay sane. Typically, my family would sit along like these two pews. Our churches have been the place of not just worship, but a sanctuary. And it is a place where we build each other up. And that's all of our churches around here. That's just what they do. This is me in the Sunbeam Choir. I don't know life without the Lord. And so when things get rough, pray. When you're happy and grateful, pray. And He truly directs you if you believe.
We are in the auditorium of the Robert Russa Moton Museum. This used to be the Robert Russa Moton High School, where the strike was on April 23, 1951. Barbara Rose Johns, she was the one who was the leader and influential in the strike. This is a picture of myself. And this is a picture of Joan John, Barbara's sister. Barbara sent notes to all the teachers, signed with the initials BJ. And BJ, Barbara Johns, was the same initials as Boyd Jones. So the teachers thought that Boyd Jones was summoning everyone to the auditorium. When we came into the auditorium and the curtains opened, we were looking for Principal Jones, and Barbara was standing on the stage. And then she gave her iconic speech about that we didn't need to take any more crumbs from the table and we should go on strike and stay until we get a larger building, and that she spoke from the Bible, that the Bible said that a child shall lead, and it was time for a child to lead. Barbara said, you must follow us now. And all of the students began to leave, and everyone left out. And I felt that was divine intervention. My church, Triumph Baptist Church, there were so many influential leaders from that church that supported the student strike and going forward. We felt that God was on our side, that God would take us through there. I don't think that it would be the same if we didn't have the foundation of the church. Barbara had it instilled in her. I had it instilled in me. And that was very important to us. You know, I think we were excited and everything, but we were all young and you didn't know what to expect. But we're happy that the lawyers had taken the case and assured us that we would be able to go to integrated schools. And here I am. When we went on strike, we had no idea of the impact that we would have, the impact that changed everything in America. But it just goes to show what a difference your voice can make.
First Baptist Church was always my church. When school closed, for instance, that was our hub for meetings and fellowship, preparing for demonstrations or whatever, because that's where we would meet in the basement of the church. Reverend Griffin had us in there, and he would talk to us and bringing us all up through the community. So if you did wrong in the church, you'll know it because the older ones will let you know. I think my inspiration came from Reverend Griffin, the pastor then. You know, he was always talking to the young. He always gave us the right direction on what to do. He always he said, you can be someone. I think that's what really, really encouraged me. We're on Main Street. This book is done by the Morton Museum at Longmont College. It's called The Voices, Our History, Stories of Prince Edward County, Virginia. And it's about different people in Prince Edward County. And that's me in my younger days. And this is when we walked out of the school. We marched all the way from high school all the way down to the Morton Museums, where I was one of the organizers. After all I had been through, school closing, 5 years, and then sometimes it was that hate there, but then as you move on, you say, you know what, I got this. I think it just made me stronger. As the years went on, it made you realize this is what I wanted to do. I want to represent the people. I'm going to bring it up again.
Yes.
When I came out of the military, met with some community leaders, and they said they needed someone to run for town council. And been there ever since. I'm going to bring it up again. 30 years of my life was spent carrying the mail. I came in contact with a lot of people through the mail route, through the town council, through the church. My life was always filled with meeting people. I've been around a while and I try to be the same person all the time. I respect folks. You might not agree with them, but I can definitely work with people. So that's me.
So this is my dad's New Testament that he got when he lived at 40 Eli Street. Eli Street has been renamed Griffin Boulevard after Reverend Griffin. I'm 38, and I am on the younger side of my congregation. The one thing that I would like to see our churches do is to have a church beyond our walls. We have to go into the community. If you know where the youth are in the community, meet them where they are.
Well, I feel that they can keep it relevant by emphasizing to the members how the world is changing, how different it is, how you can build on your faith and not be fearful, but make changes.
The younger generation have their own minds to do what they want to do. I don't know what's leading them to that, but if they get more involved in the church and see what they could do, they'd be surprised. Come on back, we can do this.
Thank you for watching. Continue to follow Virginia news and stories by subscribing to our VPM YouTube channel.